And good afternoon. It's not 3 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock. This for this today's only. Hopefully we'll be back at the regular time on tomorrow at 3 p.m. This is another episode of Talking About the Congo, and our topic today is COVID-19 versus yellow fever. And I hope you know about yellow fever. If not, stay tuned. We'll talk about yellow fever, and we will also give you the latest on the COVID-19 vaccine front. If you like these presentations, please show your support by liking the presentation in the application of that you're watching. Also, subscribe and share it if possible. Thank you so much for stopping by. And let's talk about the COVID-19 vaccines. The European Medical Agency put out today that the AstraZeneca vaccine that they had temporarily suspended, and a lot of the European countries had suspended from using, that it is safe to use. So, let me correct myself. The European Medical Agency had not suspended it, but the countries themselves had done that. The European Medical Agency is the equivalent of the FDA in Europe. So they said that it's okay and they should go ahead and use it. So we'll see whether the countries in Europe unlock their suspension and go ahead and start distributing those. And why we are talking about that is because, based on what was going on in Europe, Congo suspended distribution of their AstraZeneca vaccines that they had received, approximately 1.7 million vaccines that they had received under the COVAX consortium, but they had suspended it. So we'll have to see if Congo gets involved with that. So that led me to talk about yellow fever. Until I went to the Congo, I had never heard of yellow fever. And after going there in 1998, having to get a yellow fever shot before I went, because they religiously check it at the border when you get in the country. As a matter of fact, they check it before you get on the airplane to go to Congo. You have to have that fever vaccination, proof of it. So during all my time there, over the years, I've never heard of it. And then finally in 2016, there was a outbreak of yellow fever that affected both Congo, Angola, and Uganda. And I thought, okay, now yellow fever is upon us. And immediately I thought, okay, no big deal. I'm vaccinated against it, and surely all the Congolese are vaccinated against it. And to my surprise, Congolese were not routinely vaccinated against the yellow fever. However, Congo requires you to have a vaccination when you come to the Congo. So I thought that was very nice of them to require that we have it. So from the benefit of it is to protect you while you're there, and also that you won't carry it out. So that's very nice of them to do that. But back to the outbreak that happened in 2016. The WHO, they rushed in and sent in vaccines against that yellow fever back in 2016. Each country got a lot of allotment. I think Congo got 18 million doses. Angola got doses, and also Uganda. In total, that was 30 million people were vaccinated. 30 million people were vaccinated. So when you compare that to the COVID-19, they only got 1.7 million, and but the WHO, the World Health Organization, had given them 30 million vaccines for yellow fever. So I decided, hey, let's look, let's review the history on the yellow fever again. And I said, people may want to know this, and I wanted to review it for myself because I thought about it and thought how skeptical this is. Okay, the yellow fever is caused by mosquitoes, the same as malaria, but it is a viral genetic, excuse me, hero, hereditary viral disease, meaning to say is it causes your body to lose blood, and also, just the same as it's in the same category as Ebola. So that was the reason why, and this vaccine was on the shelf, and they had to get it out to everybody. So the common symptoms of it is fever, headaches, jaundice, which means that you're turning yellow, muscle aches, nausea, vomiting, and fatigue. And how deadly is it? Only a small portion of the people who come down with the disease develop severe cases of it. And about half of those people who comes down with it, a severe case, die. So, they didn't list a percentage, but as you can see, not everybody is not, everybody gets that sick from it, but for the people who really get sick, about half of them die. And the reason why we haven't heard about it much, most people in the United States and Europe and places like that, is because it is only endemic to the tropical areas. So that's the tropical areas of Africa, Congo, Uganda, all of the people in that vast belt, and also people in Central America and South America, the tropical areas of those places. That's where there's lots of mosquitoes, and so we protect ourselves against malaria in those areas, but you also, I guess, need the vaccine so that you can be protected against yellow fever. So I still cannot believe that how the comparison of the two COVID-19 vaccines and also yellow fever, and why Congo does not, routinely vaccinate people for it. I know that the vaccine here in the United States is very expensive, so I guess it's quite expensive, but they sent 30 million vaccines over there during that outbreak in 2016, and they only registered 962 cases. 962 cases. So when you think about that, and you think about how many cases of COVID-19 we got, look like they would be more concerned about COVID-19, and the Congolese would be getting ready to, like everybody else, making sure they vaccinate their people, because they got about 28,000 cases of the COVID-19 in Congo, and about 700 and some deaths. So it seems a little bit more serious than the yellow fever, and so therefore, I don't know. I guess it should it's just crazy when you think about, uh, we require a yellow fever vaccine to get into the country and out of the country of Congo, and the Congolese are not. It just doesn't make sense. So I don't have the answer, any idea of why it's so crazy, but that's the way it is, and it's just one of those things that why I'm talking about it is when I thought about it and thought about the yellow fever and the vaccination for that, and because I need to get one, and I called up the doctor this morning to ask, can I schedule to get on my vaccine again? Because it's good for 10 years, and so you have to repeatedly do them every 10 years. So I'm coming up on my third one now. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe you know, but I don't know. So we'll leave it with this question upon yourself. Why? Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're I hope you're a little bit more understanding than I am. I have a better understanding, but I'm still confused by it. And but that's the way it is. We will talk to you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So take care. Be good. Let's get this current pandemic under control by washing our hands, wearing our masks, and socially distance ourselves. And if possible, probably should get the vaccine so that will help us get out of it more faster, especially with all these variants that's going out. So take care. We will see you tomorrow. Be good. All right, I'm gonna try it again. Hemorrhagic. Look at that. I knew I could pronounce that word. Hemorrhagic. However, I couldn't do it to save my life a few minutes ago. So, a viral hemorrhagic disease. Goodbye.